Forbes is the chairman of the House Armed Services Sea Power Subcommittee. Sir, you want to protect the Navy, understood, and the Navy is going to take a hit. My question to you, sir, is real straightforward. Are you prepared to raise taxes to protect the Navy?
Stuart, I'm prepared to put anything on the table and do the analysis if it withstands the analysis. But the analysis we have so far is that it's not a taxation problem we have, it's a spending problem. Let me just give you a couple of examples. We had the same debate in January. The President said if we just raise the rates, we won't have any problem. Within days, they had spent all the money that they had from raising those rates. Second thing we know is when we had the $825 billion stimulus bill, $347 billion of interest, I said at the time it was going to come off the back of defense. It's not just sequestration, Stuart. We've already taken $587 billion out of cuts out of the military, and the military has borne all these cuts. And the last thing is this. We're not able to do the analysis because we see right now if a reporter writes a story that's against what the White House wants, they'll attack him. But the story that's not being covered is all the gag orders that this administration really put on the Pentagon, where they were not able and have not been able to fully come to the table and talk about the analysis that we need to have done.
Sir, you run a powerful subcommittee, the House Armed Services Sea Power and Force Projection Committee. Can't you do something to redirect these cuts? I know they're draconian for the military, but the President has the power to rearrange these cuts so the Navy doesn't suffer the way it's going to suffer. Can't you weigh in and make a different set of cuts?
Stuart, we not only can, we are. I encouraged all the subcommittee chairmen for the Armed Services Committee. As you know, the House of Representatives has gone home, the Senate's gone home. We're not. We're here in Washington today doing exactly what you said. We are working to make sure that by next week on the House floor, I believe it will be there, I think it will pass, we will have a continuing resolution which will incorporate the appropriations bills for national defense so that we can mitigate most of these huge concerns that we have. But after that, Stuart, we've got to do a complete analysis because we have two things that's unilaterally disarming the Navy. One are these arbitrary cuts, not just from sequestration, but the ones that have already been put in place. But secondly, our procurement process. Stuart, right now, we can literally, not figuratively, have to go through 40 different checkoffs and approvals before we can get a platform done. It's increasing the time to get these platforms, but most importantly, the cost. We've got to undergo changes in both.
We wish you the best of luck on this, Congressman. I know that the Navy is scheduled to go down to 230 ships, which I believe is the lowest number since 1915. So, look, thanks for appearing with us today, Congressman. We're much obliged to you for coming on today. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you, Stuart.
Yes, sir. Time for your Gold Report.